So, one of the things that I'm struggling with, honestly, is the morally correct thing to do. Like, the morally correct thing to do. Like, and I'm wondering what other people do in these situations because sometimes I don't think, like, I know that I show up for my children and I show up as hard as humanly possible, but I also know that their fathers do not. Like, I know they're not coming with 110% effort. And it gives this dilemma where is a partial father, or, especially one that can't even humble himself enough to admit that he's a partial, like, you want to insult and drag, point fingers, blame, contribute absolutely nothing, just be ugly and mean, and it's everybody else's fault but your own. Like, I mean, zero accountability type father. It's just like, I'm not here to blame anyone, but I mean, it's tearing my soul apart because I keep trying to revisit stuff, and it's like I keep trying to do it the right way with my kids. I keep trying and trying and trying and trying to, okay, maybe he'll do better this time. Maybe he'll be, more consistent this time. Maybe he can, you keep thinking like, okay, everyone deserves to have, I don't know. I don't know how people do it. Honest to God, I don't know how it is. You can sit here, know the other partner or the other parent to your child, and know that that person is not really 100% invested in the child, and still walk the earth like where is their soul at, like, because I feel like horse crap that they don't care or give a horse crap about their child, like not on some real stuff, like on real level stuff, like when it they care if they don't have to sacrifice type stuff. That's not a real parent. That's, I don't know what that is, but that's not a real parent. Like, a real parent is carved and shaved through sacrifice. Like, when your child cries, you're crying harder. If they're disappointed, you're gutted. If it's not their time, you're ready. You ever seen like a kid don't get a turn, parents be almost ready to like throw hands at Chuck E. Cheese, like, hey, it's my kid's turn. Like, they're in your bones. They're literally flesh of your flesh, bone of your bone. They're your essence. They're your legacy. They're your everything. They're freaking from Jesus Christ. They're everything. And so this, I don't know. Like, is it my fault that you don't want to participate in your kid's life? Is is it my fault? You know what I'm saying? Like, even with a parenting plan, even with you having phone numbers, addresses, police numbers, court dates, you miss court dates. I don't know. Why are you not interested in your child? And then it's crazy, they'll do everything to avoid the responsibility of the child and then still point the finger and say it's the mom's fault. And I know this because my dad does this. I've been over the age of 19 for a while. I actually graduated high school before the age of 18. So, and he still to this day acts like it's my mom's fault. So, I'm not, like, and I still think he's delusional for it. Just say you don't want to do the work. Just say you want to be able to, you want to, like, What's corrupted in your soul that you just can't look yourself in the mirror and be honest to God with yourself? Because one day your knee gotta bow, you know? Every knee gonna have to bow. You're gonna have to go before God at some point, and God ain't gonna hear this, oh, it was her fault. She did this in 1990, or she did this in 2000, or she did this in, okay, so what about this? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do this? Oh, I noticed you did this and said this. Like, God knows everything. And I don't understand. So yeah, it's just something that it just stresses me out, because it's just like, I don't want my child to be around someone that does not 110% have their best interest at heart. If you know what I'm saying. And then I wonder about the other side of it too, right? Like, if you're a morally bankrupt person and they wouldn't let you work at a daycare center, should you have the access to a child? You know what I mean? Like, if you're a criminal, do you get access to a child? And I'm not saying this applies to my situation, but it just made me kind of wonder about other people and their situations, because you be hearing stuff and you be like, I don't know, like, because everyone's situations be so crazy. You be like, I don't know, she might have been on something, or I don't know, he might have been on to something. Because I've heard stories where the man got the kid, because a lot of times the women be, injecting stuff and on stuff, and it's just kind of like, you know, them painkillers be getting folks, man, whether it's emotional pain, mental pain, physical pain. Trying to get rid of that pain is hurting some people, but it just kind of makes you just, it's a heavy load. I'll say that it's a heavy load, because the only thing I ever really wanted to give my kids, other than a very bright future, is a really great household and a family. Nothing ever really meant much to me other than family and a good household. I think everyone can, like, I think anyone can be a messenger of God. So education is like just a tool. I think money is just a tool. I think a house is not a home, it's shelter. Like, I don't know. It's just something that I kind of war with, and I just wonder sometimes what other people's opinions are, and like how they deal with it and how they struggle with it, when the other parent is just genuinely not interested in the work that goes into the child. Because I see this even with married people. Like, don't get me wrong, like, they be living with each other, and the person is just like, that's her job or that's his job. It don't it I've seen it cross every boundary. Like, it doesn't matter, heterosexual, homosexual, adopted, step, uh, infant, teenager, toddler. It's just, I don't understand that. When you have that, you just disconnect. Like, in my mind, I'm gonna probably be bothering my mom until I'm 99 for advice. And when my kids are 200, I expect them to be bothering me for advice. Like, oh, we live in biblical ages. I can't process anyone passing away anytime soon. But I just, morally, it really corrupts my soul. Like, I really be over here warring with the devil and God about it, because it's like, I really be trying to make the right decision and the right call, because the children really deserve care, love, affection, safety, someone that's, attentive, honest, honorable, with integrity. And I don't know if I don't have the correct answer. I don't have the correct answer for this. I don't know if someone else has the correct answer for this, but I don't have the correct answer for this. Cause just cause you made a child does not mean you should have access to that child. It is some pedos that will birth their own victim. You know, it's some weirdos out here. It's some people that are products of questionableness, and they were treated in questionable ways because they weren't really wanted in situations they were treated in such a way because, you know, maybe the person wasn't allowed to like get rid of them or like not keep them. And I'm talking just even like adoption or something, you know, like just or just letting someone else raise them, or like someone else in the family, you know, someone that wouldn't have mind. Like, oh, I'll just take them, and you know, it doesn't even have to be like a formal adoption. Just, oh, no biggie, I'll just call it my you know, nephew, or my son, or whatever, you know. I just wonder what people do. Like, what do you do when there's like a detached person that should be so important to the kid and is important to the kid, I'm sure. And it's just like, but that person is just not doing right. Like they're just gone.